3, 2, 1. All right, we're good.
Good.
Actually leaving, it looks like your security guard got.
I want to give a huge thanks to KEH Camera for partnering with me, for supporting me. I also want to give a shout out to Topo Chico. Very good. There's a lot of different things that I feel like will be insightful, some knowledge that I'm passing to you guys. You should stick around for sure. One thing that I was taught at the beginning is, what is my purpose and what are the types of stories that I want to tell? I was taking photos of any and everything when I first started photography. It's very important to get comfortable and familiar with your system, as well as just going out and taking photos, because as I've said in a previous video, photography is like a sport. If you don't practice, you won't get better. You have to practice and put hours in. If you are a photographer who hasn't found your purpose yet, or you feel lost, or you don't know what you want to take pictures of, it's okay. Figure out what it is that you want to take photos of, concepts you want to shoot. I think that that is a great starting point. It was my third exhibition. It was on my birthday. It was the launch of my new photography book. When you're creating a show, especially around a subject matter, you have to put photos together that all can coincide with each other and tell the story that you're wanting to tell. So I chose the photos. When you get your photos printed, I am all about quality over quantity. You want to get your work printed at a very high quality printer who knows what they're doing, who can translate the proper colors from a digital file to the physical print. There's a lot of things that come into play. Size, how big do you want your prints? How small do you want your prints? And it can get pretty costly, because though we're talking about printing our work, then you move into a different direction of framing your work. Now, this is where a lot of people make mistakes. I'm sure a lot of people are watching who have printed their work before. If you print your work, the frame is always 5 times more expensive than the print. Maybe even more. It can make your print look like shit, or it can make your print look like it's supposed to be in a museum. We got museum glass for every print, which was very expensive. I want to thank KEH for partnering. I want to thank you guys so much. The framing was very expensive, but you want to give the viewer the most authentic experience when they look at your work, because you're doing yourself a disservice by not setting yourself up for success, right? Very important. Very, very, very important. For our show, we went on storefront.com. There was just so many different spaces. We wanted somewhere that was an environment around that was safe. We chose a space that had an indoor and outdoor option, food, drinks, music, the DJ. And then inside was a little bit more calm, quiet. There was a socializing aspect from the inside, but it was more of the attention being on the work. The next step is the installation. You want the entire experience to be cohesive. You want everything to be leveled, to be the right space. And when it's nothing but wall in your prints, if something is off-centered or imbalanced, it's very noticeable. KEH is the place to be when it comes to buying and selling used camera gear. With a wide variety of makes and models, KEH has a super trustworthy rating system, which allows you to review the condition the equipment is in before buying. They offer a 21-day return policy and a free 180-day warranty on your purchase.
They also offer product protection through Extend. Check the links in my description if you're interested in buying anything film or camera related. You won't be disappointed. I want to thank KEH again for sponsoring this video.
A very, 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 very important part. Finding partners. I'm not talking about KEH. This was a KEH hosted event. Finding sponsors to alleviate the stress of having to come out of pocket for different things to make the experience enjoyable, right? So for instance, Topo Chico provided us with about 200 bottles of sparkling water. Guests wanted just the beverage alone, or we also offered free tequila, free margaritas. So thank you to Zing Zang as well for providing us with a couple hundred bottles canned margarita. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. Be careful. One can will do. I'm gonna tell you right now, because people were getting a little spicy that night. Shout out to Gordo's Barbecue. I love barbecue. I'm from Texas, so it was just only right. I also want to thank my girlfriend Kylie. She was basically the event planner for that.
Ain't that right, baby?
All right. One of the most important aspects of a show is finding the people to come. We started promoting an inviting process probably a month and a half out. The show was October. Beginning of September for sure is when the RSVP list went out. This is Los Angeles. Everybody's just so busy. So you really want to capitalize and mark calendars immediately. Google Forms links. We created a flyer. We created a video, Instagram reel, Instagram post. This isn't the traditional gallery. We're also celebrating my birthday. So what's a way that I can keep guests and keep people engaged and not want to leave? Well, drinks, of course. If you're giving free drinks, you've already beat half the battle. Music. I want to give a shout out to the DJ Alexis. She played the vibes all night. Very, very important. And I also want to give a shout out to Nachi, who was our musical guest for the night. She performed for about half an hour. Everybody loved her. Everybody loved the vibes. You got to have things like that. So thank you guys for doing such a great job in assisting and keeping the guests there and just making it an overall great experience. This is for all of you introverts out there, because I know there are a lot of introverted photographers. When you have a show, you are talking the entire time. You are mingling and socializing the entire time. And I want to just apologize now for the folks that I did not even get to talk to, because you really feel like, you feel like a celebrity, you feel like a star. It's your night. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants to have a conversation with you, especially if they're guests who haven't met you. They want to meet you. They want to converse with you. There will also be people who come in who've never heard of you or who've never seen your work. Talk your shit as a photographer. This is your work. It's your night, and you deserve all of the praise and the acknowledgement that you're getting. So it's very important that you socialize with everybody. I never would have thought 4 years ago that I would be having a show hosted by such a wonderful company like KEH. I never thought that I'd have people from around the city, from around the world, who acknowledge me as a photographer and acknowledge my work. And it really does just make me so humble and appreciative, because I know that there are so many people out here who want to achieve what I've achieved and who want to have the same experience. And I want to let you know, like, it is absolutely 100% possible. And don't think that at this level you don't have challenges. I mean, I feel like some of the most challenging times that I've had are right now. You can't let that stop you. You have to keep going. It all goes back to, how do you want to be known and remembered as a photographer? And I think that once you answer that, everything else will come. I want to thank Eric. I want to thank Kayla. Thank you. I love y'all so much. Without y'all, this whole experience wouldn't have happened. My book wouldn't have happened. My show wouldn't have happened. My life would be, I don't know where. So I really thank you guys for believing in me and supporting my dreams and having faith that I'm doing something right. So thank y'all. I love all of you. I hope that this was somewhat informative, because Everybody shows the gallery and the show experience, but nobody really tells you the realness behind what went into it. I have receipts, I have video footage, I have everything. What are your dreams and goals as a photographer, and what is it that you want to take photos of? That's what I think y'all should comment. What do you guys want to take photos of? Because essentially, once you have that answer, you set up for success. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like the video if you rocked with it. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll see y'all on the next one.